Hi, this is Pete at Out of This World Sci-Fi, giving you another tutorial. And this is how to interview someone over a phone and use the phone as a microphone. Here is a diagram of the setup once complete. This will also be shown at the end of the tutorial. So here I've set up the standard setup with two C1 Behringer microphones, the H4n Pro and my trusty headphones. You'll need a phone and it will need to be capable of having the normal headphone socket or capable of supporting one. Place your phone where it's easy to see and where you can reach it. Make sure it's fully charged or plugged in if you can use a power socket at the same time as a microphone. This is a new cable. This will be used to plug into the headphone socket, and it splits the cable into three so that you can have three devices listening to it. You only actually need two, but I got one that split into three as a spare in case I have somebody else this end during the interview. So installing the new cable, the first thing you need to do is to unplug your headphones. The three-way splitter will be used to plug your headphones into so that you can listen to the person on the phone and also monitor the levels on the H4n Pro, but also it will be used as the method of the person who is on the end of the phone hearing what you're saying. So they will effectively be monitoring the whole recording as well, which is how they hear it. So plug the cable in as if it were the headphone. Now plug your headphones into one of the sockets on the new three-way splitter. If your phone needs an adapter to be able to use a normal headphone socket, our 3.5mm jack, install that now. This is another new cable. This is the audio microphone splitter. So this will actually split the signal from your phone into a separate microphone and separate audio channel. Make sure that this is not just an audio splitter, and you can tell because the jack is split into four sections. And just to clarify, this is the metal bit that actually plugs into the headphone socket. You'll notice that it's not just a single piece of metal, it is actually got little rings that split it into four parts. And it must be split into four and not three. Plug the audio microphone splitter into your phone as if it were your normal earbud or headphone. This is a new cable. This is an audio to audio connector, so you've got two male 3.5mm jacks on each end. These come free normally with screens and so forth that have speakers in them, and it allows you to connect your computer's audio to them. Plug one end of the 3.5mm audio to audio cable into the phone's microphone, and the other one into the three-way audio splitter that is also being used for your headphones. This ensures that rather than it just being played to your headphones, the sound is also played into the microphone of the phone so that the person on the other end will hear everything that's being said. As your guest will be calling in on the phone, they won't be needing the second C1 microphone. So unplug that from the H4n Pro. So to keep things uncluttered, I've moved the guest's microphone away. Okay, this is another new piece of equipment that you'll need. I got one by Rode. It's the VXLR 3.5mm mini jack to male XLR adapter, which is quite a mouthful. What it actually means is that you can plug a 3.5mm jack into the XLR adapter, which will then allow us to connect the phone's speaker or headphone socket into the H4n Pro, which will then turn the phone into a microphone. Just showing you here the other end, which is just a standard 3.5mm socket. So now plug the VXLR 3.5mm mini jack into the channel on your H4n Pro where your guest's microphone was. And here is the VXLR mini jack connected and ready to join the phone's speaker to the microphone on the H4n Pro. So we're on the home straight now. We've got another audio to audio connector, and we're going to use this to connect the microphone to the headphone on the phone. So use this new audio to audio cable to join the phone's headphone socket on the cable that was split to the new VXLR mini jack on the H4n Pro. This now turns the phone into the microphone, so everything that the caller says will now come in to the H4n Pro and will be recorded to that channel without interference or noise from your own speaking. So as I mentioned earlier, the three-way headphone splitter will have a spare socket once this is all set up. That was in case you have another person who's with you, because with this setup you will not be able to hear what's coming in on the phone unless you're listening to it through one of these channels. So you either need headphones or earbuds plugged into the audio splitter. So that's it. You're all set up, and here's the diagram of the cabling with all the components. So I hope this was useful. If you want to take a screenshot of this, feel free, or pause this while setting up. That may help too. So thank you very much for listening. This has been Pete at Out of This World Science Fiction. Please let me know if you need any more help. This is Pete signing out.